everyone. My name is Jamie Van Clief, and I'm the Southern Regional Scientist based out of Asheville, North Carolina. Today, I am talking to Asheville's very famous chestnut roaster.
I'm Sakshi, the chestnut roaster of Asheville. It's wonderful to be here.
And I've always just felt so lucky because when I tell people that I work for the American Chestnut Foundation, your name comes up. They're like, oh, do you know about the chestnut roaster outside in downtown Asheville? And so it's been so great to connect with you and meet you. But I'd love to hear from you about how you got started roasting chestnuts, what your relationship with chestnuts are.
I do this since about maybe 34 years. It's a nice way to make people happy, and me too.
How long have you been using this system?
Oh, since I brought it actually in a box from Switzerland over here.
So all of this is Swiss material.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
very
yeah.
cool. You say you have potentially some preferences on chestnut types. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so I mean, it's what's happening is lots of people ask where do they come from, and I tell them I like as much as possible things from America, but with chestnuts it's a little bit different, since the old chestnuts are not so much around anymore, and the hybrid, for me, it's a little bit too mealy, and the Italian, I use Italians, and they more creamy.
So yeah, what's going on with this pot? Is there propane heating
So
it
what's
or
so what's
so beautiful?
happened is like here we have the chestnuts, and
Oh my
underneath
goodness.
we have the fire, which is out right now. So, and then on again, and that's it. And then when they finish, in the beginning, I do just one cut. Like here, you can see it. So not an X. This is the best this way. And when you give them in the beginning a little bit more heat, and then they open up, and I always say, "Oh, look, they open their eyes." It looks like,
How long does
to,
it take them to open like that?
it goes fairly quick.
How do you score the chestnut?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I love seeing it.
I can show you this. So what I do is like I hold it like this. This is a chestnut knife specially made for this. So and then I go in here and I go around, and that's it. And you can see I only use the tip of it. You don't want to cut into the meat, otherwise they dry out.
What's going on with this box here?
You have to imagine we roasted them here, so now they're ready and they hot. Then I will take them out and have them out. They will cool down very quick. And this is where this comes in. I take those. And that's it.
It's nice
So
and
you see, it's
toasty and a
nice
little bit
toasty.
moist. Yeah,
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit of moisture there.
So now you're very lucky because you can meet my wife.
No way.
Well, I grew up in Cleveland, and downtown Cleveland, had their own chestnut roaster, I think a couple. I mean, I was born, this would have been the 60s, the early 60s. My grandma, my Bubba, was Slovak, actually, and she would boil them, not roast them, and then she would peel them, and then she'd string them on a string next to the stove. Because it's like meat. You could live on chestnuts, so she would add them to things like soup and stuff. I just associate it with European, like European goodness, Because if you go to Europe now, like in Switzerland, there's a chestnut roaster on every corner. And then when I met him, I didn't know that he was a chestnut roaster. And right now I'm gonna roast these for you guys so we can. I'm curious to taste them because they're so little. You score them with an X-Acto knife and you put them in a freezer bag, and they'll stay for like, I don't know, a year. February, I want to make some soup, so I take them directly from the freezer in a very high preheated oven. Let's say whatever it's the highest, 550, get it really hot, just like to, the pan. And then you take them on a cookie sheet and you just put them one layer, just throw them in from the freezer directly, and then put them in the middle of the oven. After about 5 minutes, you turn it back to like 500. You don't want to keep it high the whole time. They'll dry out and burn. And then after like 5 minutes again, you stir them. They'll open up. There'll be that eye. And then maybe one more 5 minutes, you take your fingernail and go into it like a potato. And when it's that kind of pressure, and it feels like it's a cooked potato, they're done. And that's it. And then you take them out and you enjoy them, or you peel them like I do, and then make soup with them, or jam, or stir fries.
So,
Beautiful. Oh.
now we close it. Sorry.
So can you tell us the full story of how you got into roasting chestnuts?
The real story.
I'm a goldsmith by trade, and I also like to travel the world. And so one day I have been in Asia and I come back. Then I was living in Switzerland. So my job was gone, and I didn't know what I should do. And so I see this person with a happy face roasting chestnuts. And then I said, wow, this would be something for me. So I went to him and asked him, would you mind to teach me how to roast? So, and then shortly after, I asked him, so how did you come to roast the chestnuts? And he told me that he worked for a circus. In the winter, it's no shows, but he was a lion tamer. I don't make this up, it's really true. So he said, the lions are hungry in the winter too. But I had to make some money. And then I said, really? You joking around? He said, no. And so he opened his shirt and showed me some scratches. And then he said, sometimes you come too close to the lions. But it's really true. I don't make this up. Okay.
So one question is what is your favorite way to eat chestnuts? Do you have a recipe that you like?
Yeah.
So I need to ask your wife.
So chestnut soup is the best thing, and everybody should know how to make it. And yeah, you just cook the chestnuts, and then you peel them and you put them in a pan, and you can cover them with water, put a bay leaf in, some salt, and that's it. And then you cook it a little bit, and then you take a hand blender and make it
But
into
you
a
take the
soup.
bay leaves out first.
Of course, you take the bay leaf out. Well, if you don't, it's not going to be. It won't die. And that's it. And you serve it, and it's like eating a steak. This is good.
I mean, they're really small.
Actually, these are so. Oh my God. Okay, so you have to. These are so little. They're like a little. You should.
You get the first one.
No, you. They're from you. You pick them up.
All right, Jamie's gonna try and.
Here we put
Is it also
some.
too hot?
Well, it's weird when you take it off the fire. It's incredibly hot.
Yeah, you just have to wait a second.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, you just.
Yeah, they're a little al dente for sure.
Okay.
Tastes like chestnuts.
Tastes like chestnuts.
Guess what? They are chestnuts. American chestnuts.
I was hoping to get a large bag of chestnuts.
Oh, definitely. So, okay.
And if instead of giving me change, if you want to put like 2 extra chestnuts in there, that's
Okay,
even better.
we do this.
Never have enough. Very excited.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, 2 more.
There you go. Thank you so much.
How do they say? The baker's dozen. Yeah.
Did you get 2?
Yeah, 2 for one for the business, one for and
Now you be able to sing this song without. Well, because you're eating chestnuts, you automatically know the words now. Okay, everybody. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos.